Hey everybody, this is Game Freak 10124. Welcome to my next Let's Play, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. More specifically, I'm going to now word this as if I'm doing the next video of this Let's Play, and even start off with my intro saying who I am again, even though I already did. Hey everybody, this is Game Freak 10124. Welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD Hero Mode 3 Heart Run. If you leave it on the title screen for so long, it'll eventually start with the intro of the game, and I don't want that, so I'm going to hit the button now to prevent that from happening. So anyway, Legend of Zelda. Actually, let me go back to the title screen. When did I think the original game came out in 2003, or was it 2002 on the GameCube? Should have paid attention, but oh well. Yeah. Seems like the original game's title screen is 2001, but I don't think that's the case, as that's what Melee says. But anyway, yeah, this game came out way back in 2002. I have a very interesting history with this game. I don't know if I mentioned this in either of my Galaxy Let's Plays or not, but much like Super Mario Galaxy, I watched Let's Plays of Wind Waker before actually playing the game myself. I don't know if there was any others I watched before actually getting the game myself, but I know there's two that I watched. Two main ones that I watched, if not the two only ones I watched previously in the past prior to me first getting and owning the game myself. The Blade Gamer and GNR Fan 5000. Another brief history of my history with this game, I guess. That's the way I can word it. I got the game on the GameCube, but there was a certain point in the game that I couldn't figure out what to do, so I didn't keep it, and then several years later I ended up ordering a used copy online. Outside of some of Skyward Sword, which I never completed, between not knowing what to do, and by the time I could have finally gone back to what I would have wanted to anyway, but my other main thing was not having a nunchuck and a Wii remote that works worth of crap in conjunction with each other for Skyward Sword, because you're forced to have Wii Motion Control Plus to play that game. But even though I haven't, I never was able to beat the game, I have played Skyward Sword. Besides Skyward Sword, this is the only other Legend of Zelda game I've ever played, outside of a bit of, like, I think Ocarina of Time and like a very small portion, because I couldn't figure out how to get the sword, and because I didn't know how to get the sword in Ocarina of Time, and then didn't know what the frick to do at all in Majora's Mask, in a combination that had, I want to say it was Zelda 1 and 2, like a GameCube disc that had Zelda 1 and 2, and then Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on it, and also had a little preview of Wind Waker. But other than that, very little bit, and even though I have watched Slim Kirby's Let's Play of Ocarina of Time and Dragon's 271, one of Dragon's 271's older one or his current one, I've watched those Ocarina of Time Let's Plays, and I've also watched Game Grumps Ocarina of Time, but like, outside of that, I've not really seen or watched much else of Legend of Zelda games. There's a couple others, but I'm not going to get into too much detail of those right here. But anyway, yeah, again, very interesting history of this game. Then, of course, it was probably the year after this game came out on Wii U that I ended up getting it. But yeah, there's some certain differences in the Wii U version. Maybe I'll go over them casually later on in the Let's Play. I'm not going to go over many specifics now. There's one main difference, one huge difference between the GameCube version and the HD version, besides the HD version looking better, being more polished, and having some remastered and some slightly remixed soundtracks. But again, not going to really go over too much of those changes right here. The biggest thing of note for my Let's Play off the bat is Hero Mode, but I'm not going to get into that just yet. But and yeah, again, other awesome Let's Plays of this game. GNR Fan 5, the first couple are way old, but GNR Fan 5000 and the Blade Gamer. And then there's, of course, Slim Kirby and Drybones 271. But yeah, interesting thing of note when it comes to Slim Kirby, and I guess this is about all of my intro because I gave the history of the game. Oh, I'm gonna give brief thoughts on the game too before I get into my Slim Kirby thing. I love this game. I played the crap out of it. Between the regular and the second playthroughs, between the GameCube version and this version, I've had to play through Wind Waker over 10 times, maybe over 20. I don't know if I've played it that many times, but I know I've had to have played this 10 times, if not more. I've probably played Mario Galaxy 1 more, maybe even Galaxy 2, I don't know, but yeah, I love the game, got awesome soundtracks, it's fun to play. I've never 100%ed this, and I never intend to ever 100% any Zelda game because 100%ing a Legend of Zelda game is very tedious. The two most tedious examples are probably any of the Hyrule Warriors games and Breath of the Wild. But anyway, I'm gonna mention one more thing here and then get into more stuff about the Let's Play first, starting with my Slim Kirby thing at that point. But of course the freaking screen dims because the Wii U Pro Controller, I almost said a Wii remote, shuts off. But if I'm not mistaken, when I did my math previously, you guys will either be seeing this first episode and probably the second episode as well, either at the end of October or the beginning of November this year in 2020. So, and I will give a quick shout out to Darwin271 real quick. Dude, you, specifically to Darwin271, I've been very much looking forward to you being able to finally see my Let's Play of the game, so I really hope that much like you have been watching my Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play and are at the current time of me recording this, like not actually the video, but like watching through my videos as I upload them and as you have time. I really hope that you will watch this Let's Play once you find out that I'm doing this Let's Play after Galaxy 2, especially because of it being Hero Mode 3 Heart Run. But anyway, that little shout out of the way. Now it's time to get back to my Slim Kirby thing. Interestingly enough, Slim Kirby did the GameCube version of the game. He's got the Wii U version digitally. I'm not going to get into the specifics of how he did, but for his Let's Play, he did the GameCube version of the game, and of course he did the first playthrough, not the second playthrough. And plus, of course, Darwin271 didn't do the second playthrough either. So I'm seeing my Let's Play not only as a Let's Play for myself, and of course Hero Mode 3 Heart Run, but also as kind of a add-on to Slim Kirby and Darwin's271's Let's Plays, in that I'm doing the second playthrough, and there's one big thing of note / interest when it comes to the second playthrough that matters. I'm not going to get into it until we get to that first point in the game, but there is one main reason why you want to do a second playthrough of the game, and I'll leave it at that for now, but there's also some other more minor differences that don't affect the gameplay at all, or what you see in the game, that are also present in the second playthrough of the game, or of this game. My phone just went off, so I kind of got distracted there. I need to see what it is. I'm gonna check this real quick. Okay, so I'll read that later. I figured that's who it was. I figured it wasn't Safe Link. Anyway, apologize for that, but yeah. And I don't know if I mentioned this previously in this video, but Hero Mode was not in the GameCube version of Wind Waker. It was newly added to Wind Waker in the Wii U HD remake. And yeah. The Slim Kirby Let's Play the GameCube version of the game because that's the version he preferred, that's the version he grew up with. One big change between, outside of it looking better and it being in HD, being more polished, between the GameCube version and the Wii U version of the game is you can scroll through text much faster in this game than you can in the GameCube version, and you're not forced to sit through walls of text like you're forced to in the GameCube version. So that's one thing that's really nice that they friggin' changed from the GameCube version. There's a couple other things that are nice that they added in this game that I will go over as I get to them in the game, but Again, obviously this is a 3-heart run, so this is not going to be 100% playthrough. There's probably a couple extra things I'll be getting that I either usually always get or will prefer to get for this playthrough specifically. Playthrough Let's Play of this game. But again, I think that's about all there is to mention. So let's finally start getting into this. Now, to do a second playthrough, you of course have to beat the final part of the game. Of course, you guys can see it. I'm not going to ignore the elephant in the room. It says Ganon's Tower. But anyway, to do a second playthrough of the game, you have to beat the game, and then the game gives you the option to save a new file. That's the second playthrough, indicated by this Triforce symbol. So, when you get into this, and again, I could name a Game Freak after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's an 8 character limit. Again, I could name it anything I wanted. I could name it Game Freak or something else, but or I could be like Toad in Wonderland and name it after Link's Japanese name, Rinku, but I'm just gonna go with standard Link. Now, of course, a 3-heart run means, I mean, there's one, like, there's a way around it, but I'm not gonna pass it. So there's 1 or 2, probably 2, I think, heart pieces, not containers, but heart pieces I'm going to get in the game because they're kind of mandatory to be able to progress through the game. I'm not gonna explain how you get them just yet to avoid spoilers for anybody who's watching this and hasn't played the game or seen the game played. But other than those couple heart pieces that are pretty much unavoidable unless you do like a glitch to skip around them, and those won't total to a 4th heart anyway. Outside of those couple heart pieces, I'm not going to be getting any other heart pieces in the game, nor am I going to be getting any heart containers that are dropped by the bosses that you fight in the game. And on top of that, there's going to be the extra challenge of Hero Mode. Let's spell out what that is now. In Hero Mode, you take double damage and won't be given recovery hearts at any point. This mode is only for the truest heroes. Now even though there won't be hearts dropped by enemies or in grass that you cut, there will still be ways that you can restore your health or revive yourself if you die. Again, those are other things I'll get to as I go throughout this Let's Play. But again, 3-heart run Hero Mode, you take double damage, hearts won't drop, so there's only a couple different ways of restoring your health. And there's a certain thing I will be doing that I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway, and I will let you guys know what that is when I get to that point in time in this Let's Play. But yeah, 3-heart run Hero Mode. And as you guys see, I'll go to this other one real quick. I have done this previously, at least once before in the Wii U version. And I didn't just switch that over off screen, I actually did it. I wouldn't freaking make something up like that. Oh crap, I have to retype the name. Oh well. Sorry guys that it's going on 14.5 minutes and it's been a lot of my talking, but I've had a lot of things to cover that I wanted to get out of the way first before finally starting this up. But yeah, I love the game. The game's awesome. I've watched certain awesome Let's Plays of it. Let's Plays of this game are what got me to eventually want to get the game. And the game is fun. I like the gameplay. I like the combat / fighting system. And needless to say, I'm skilled to at least some extent at it. I'm definitely not a master pro or anything, but I'm very good. I consider myself very good at the game. I mean, how could I not be? Like, if I wasn't skilled enough, if I wasn't skilled to some extent, why would I do a 3-heart run Hero Mode playthrough? I mean, come on. This is going to be a task. But anyway, 15 minutes of rambling later, and 10 seconds and more counting, let's finally start. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. There's also video length, I'll get into that after this. I didn't think to get into that, but oh well. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With his strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy, clothed in green, appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy who traveled through time to save the land was known as the Hero of Time. I'm in the middle of it, but anyway. Would it be alright if I rewarmed it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm not here right away, though.
Yeah, well, I got 45 minutes left of this show, and he's still got to go up there, so it'll be an hour from now.
Yeah, okay.
So, you want one then?
Yeah. Kind of timing, but at least it wasn't a, since you guys will have seen that Let's Play by now, this is not a, thankfully this is not a Kirby's Return to Dreamland situation where I got screwed on the cutscene like I did for that Let's Play. I apologize about the inopportune timing, but I had someone come in. I don't mind it myself, I'm just apologizing to you guys. But yeah, I had to have a small conversation about something, so... The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. I apologize for messing that up. People believed that the Hero of Time would come again to save them. Good God. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. Is that possibly where they got the name for Breath of the Wild for the Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild? Or a mere coincidence. On a certain island, it became customary to guard boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage like the hero of legend. But yeah, getting on to the length of time I'm going to aim for these videos being after this intro. I'm aiming for these videos to be no less than half an hour long, but I'm going to aim for 35 to 50 minutes, preferably around the 45-minute mark for each one of these videos. Big brother, I'm just saying that right now because I know I skipped over that dialogue. I'm gonna try and do a voice similar to the two voices that Danny and Aaron from Game Grumps have done for females in games such as, there's the whole slumber party sleepover thing from Mario Maker. I tried looking up on YouTube and I could not find jack crap. But there's that as well, most notably like their voices that they've done for females in their playthroughs of Legend of Zelda games. So, and then you be here. Crap, I'm talking way too fast. This is my favorite spot to get on seeing when I play with the gun I get on Aaron's Lookout. So, you know what day it is today? I'm gonna freaking quote a Game Grumps thing to try and maybe get my voice right because people are talking in the other room and that's kind of distracting me too on top of trying to figure out this voice in general. On top of trying to apologize that that sentence I said previously was probably way too fast. Ah, you scared me! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to! You're still half asleep, aren't you? You forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! I'm not trying to go for a lisp. That's why Grandma has been... That's why I was waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably help me see what Grandma wants, don't you think? But yeah, one thing I'll mention right now is, ordinarily in the first playthrough, Errol has a light blue dress on, and in the second playthrough she wears this alternate color skull dress throughout the game. Now, you don't see her in too many cutscenes throughout the game, but when you do see her, she's wearing this as opposed to her normal light blue dress. Oh, also check out Game Grumps Wind Waker as well. Several years old, but it's a really good, hilarity-filled playthrough. Big brother, Emma's waiting for you back at the house, and I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. Nah, another thing I'll mention right now, there is no way in heck I'm talking to all the NPCs in the game. But yeah, first place is where you were born, where you live, where Link lives, Outset Island. Now, let me see here. No, okay, it is over here. I thought so. So, to start off, I highly recommend, regardless of whether you're 100%ing the game or just wanting to play through it casually like I always have, outside of 3-heart runs and hero mode runs, and even then it was still kind of casual, as opposed to, like, not strict 100%, I again, back to what I was saying about saying the word highly. I highly recommend doing what I'm doing first, which is collecting pigs. Something else I'll mention right now is, in the original, there was a cap off of 200 rupees until you got expansions for being able to hold onto more rupees. Also, I'm going around because I'm not having him talking to me and making me drop a pig. You guys will find out who I'm talking about in a little bit. But anyway, again, in the original on the GameCube, this game gave you a 200 rupee limit until you got an expansion to be able to hold more rupees. And in this game, they increased the limit to 500, which is very nice. Especially because it'll be a while before you get either of the rupee expansions. But anyway, now you're intended to need to talk to her, but you don't have to. Just go around the island like I am, collecting all the pigs, and then talk to her. I'm missing dialogue because of this, but again, I don't really care about the dialogue that I'm missing at all. So, the third one... Okay, yeah, over here. But anyway, press the ZR button to crouch, and press up on the control stick to crawl. That's how I'm doing that. Love the Outside Island music. Now, I don't know if this is considered a remaster or a remix, but it is definitely different from the version that was in the GameCube version, but regardless, you gotta love the Outside Island music. Especially the remix that was on the 25th anniversary CD that originally came along with Skyward Sword. I'm gonna give her the voice I gave the Honey Queen / Queen Bee in the Mario Galaxy Let's Plays. Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2. Why did you find these pigs and bring them here just for little old me? Oh, thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. Oh, and the boys will be so happy when they get home. Okay, Link, hold out your hand. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. And here's our gratitude for bringing us new family members. And finally, this is to congratulate you for working so hard on your birthday. Happy birthday to you! But yeah, for giving her those 3 pigs, you get 3 red rupees, which is 60 total rupees. So you want to do this, and one other thing I'm going to be showing off to give you a good start on rupees. There's one main reason why you want to get a good start on rupees. I suppose now I'll have to name these little oinking cutins. Anything else, or you just repeat your dialogue? What should I name these little oinkas? You're there. Now it's time to show off the reason why I was intentionally going around this house. Otherwise, I would have been forced by the game to drop the pig. Because that guy stops you in your tracks, and if you're carrying a pot or one of the pigs, Link will automatically drop whatever he's carrying, so... Again, when you're carrying that first pig, do it like I did. Avoid that house so he doesn't make you drop the pig and make you have to recollect it.
That's correct, you are a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press the L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press the L to face forward. You know, it's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag now. Remotely, I can teach you a few more things if you just climb up on that ladder over there and drop by my room.
Yeah, not gonna do that. I know the controls well enough, so... So, this point, you come over here. This is your grandmother's house. This is where you want to enter, but first, you want to crouch and go up underneath here. Again, much like collecting the pigs, also follow what I'm doing and get these. Because even if you're not going 100% playthrough and you're just wanting to play through the game normally, you're going to want to do this. Like I said, do these couple things to grind up your rupee total. But underneath this is... I want to say it's supposed to be implied that this is your grandmother's savings and she keeps it buried under the house for safekeeping. Also, one thing I love about this game is there's little fanfares and stuff like that that they remastered / remixed from the original game. That one right there is incredibly epic and I love it. But anyway, for opening like a regular brown chest. You got an orange rupee, just one of these is worth 100, your face is beaming. But yeah, I just realized there's a couple of reasons early game why you want to get that orange rupee there and collect those pigs and get the red rupees from that woman. So, let's see what our grandmother wants. I've been waiting for you, Link. Here you are. Try these on. My voice sounds kind of similar to Shane Top's voice in the Smosh videos for what I like to call Old Man Shane. He wears the frickin' hat with like the crazy old white guy hair, and he frickin' sometimes was that pipe pan flute or whatever. These are special clothes. What was my voice again? These are special clothes made of a special fabric that only the honest can see. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You got the hero's new clothes. What the? Wow, they're really light. Now, in the first playthrough of the game, you, of course, wear Link's standard outfit Link's always had throughout the Legend of Zelda. The Links have always had throughout the Legend of Zelda games, which is the green outfit with the boots and the frickin' pointy hat. But in the second playthrough of Wind Waker, Link is in his Outset Island pajamas for the entire playthrough of the game, or for the full extent of the game. Because if this is the first playthrough, then you get the green outfit and you put it on right after talking to Link's grandmother. But in the second playthrough, you wear this. Arrow wears the skull dress. So aesthetics, but not really anything too different so far from the second playthrough of the game that's changed from the first playthrough. What's the matter? What's the matter? Why the long face? You can't see them, can you? Well, today is the day we commemorate the fact that you've reached the same age as the hero of the legends. You have to be proud about that for at least one day. Put them on and see if you can't fool anyone in your town. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battles with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as a decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all of this make sense to you? Isn't that nice? They suit you perfectly, a perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma's going to make your favorite soup for tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now, go get your sister Errol. So, could do that, but I do believe I can do this first. See if I can or not. I should be able to. Regardless of whether or not I can do anything with it. Yeah, here's Beetle's Shop Ship. For anybody who's played Skyward Sword but hasn't played this game, this is where Beetle comes from. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beetle's Shop Ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Oh, just use the left analog stick to browse. I know that sounds kind of similar to my... Oh, bye come again. I didn't mean to do that. I know that voice sounds kind of similar to the voice I just gave the grandmother, but oh well. But anyway. Oh, okay, I was supposed to hit the left stick like you told me, duh. But anyway, this is, among another reason that we won't get into for probably another video or two, this is the first reason why you want to get the rupees that I have showed off in this video so far. You want to get the bait bag. This, along with that item on the far right, they are required to beat the game. Not unless you glitch your way to the end. I don't know if that's still possible in the HD version, because there are glitches that were in the original that they fixed in this version. Major game breaking glitches. However, there are, interestingly enough, still glitches from the original GameCube version that are still intact in the Wii U version. You got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press Y, X, or R to see what's inside. Thank you! You're the greatest. I'll never forget you. I'm gonna make you a member's card just for you. Or make a member's card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Now, there's a reason for silver memberships in the gold. I can't remember what it is. I wouldn't have known it all prior to. In Slim Kirby's Let's Play, he does mention at some point what you get for the memberships. But it's been... He did that last year in 2019, and I can't remember what the heck he said, because it's been so long, I can't remember what the heck he said you get from those memberships. But anyway, so I'm going to want to fill up my pouch with this, so I'm going to get, let's see here. I'm going to get 4 of each, and if I can get a 5th one, I'll get a 5th toy pair. I know that's not how you pronounce it because the Y goes after the H, but I don't know how to properly pronounce it, so I'm just gonna pronounce it Hoy Pair. That's how I've always pronounced it, so. All-purpose bait. Now this I do not believe is required, but I'm still gonna get some of it. So actually I'll get only 3 servings. You got all-purpose bait. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Choose your bait bag on the item screen and set the bait to Y, X, or R to use it. Thank you! Yes, thanks to you! Yeah, just repeat dialogue, so I'm not gonna read that off. Thank you! Thank you! Got a Hoy Pair. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Choose your bait bag and yeah. Select it. When controlling seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate, press ZR to quit. I highly recommend getting at least 3 Hoy pairs. Now they're not required until near the end of the game, but they are required to beat the game, so you might as well get them early on in the game while you can. So, bait bag. Okay, there. What sucks though is that ate up all my freaking money, but oh well. So I'm gonna end up talking to Errol, and unfortunately, after what happens after talking to Errol, I'm gonna end up, at that point I'm gonna have to end off the video because of how long this has been. But a good chunk of that was over 15 minutes of all the talking before actually even getting into the file to start the playthrough. Get away from me, snot-nosed kid. I'm not gonna make a frickin' SpongeBob reference. I don't need no snot-nosed little... Sorry you had to see that. It was the infamous episode of SpongeBob where the frickin' "Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?" came from. Seagulls.
Hey, look, big brother! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Did you ever make that outfit for you? You always wear the same outfit. I think you need a new look. You guys are pretty neat, though. So anyway, Link, you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second. I want to give you my most treasured belonging just for one day. Happy birthday!
You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to the button you want to use it for. Do it now and see what you can see. Using the gamepad, you can also touch and slide items to set them. That was a new feature added in this game that obviously was absent in the GameCube version, and it's very nice to be able to, when you want to, use the gamepad to do that. Like, you can do this when you... I don't know if you can do that when you're using the gamepad as a controller, but when you're using a Pro Controller, you can do that to put on items without having to go to the pause menu, so it's very nice to be able to have that little convenience to be able to do that without having to pause. But sometimes if there's enemies around where you're at, you may want to pause to switch over items. But it is a very nice, awesome feature they added.
Oh, well, you like it? I thought you bought this special gift because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Hee hee. Ooh, why don't you try it out right now? You're like no one else from here.
This is the pause menu. I kind of briefly shut it off when I went to the bait bag. But anyway.
Big brother, you seem to zoom in because you should be.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I think they reversed the controls for using the telescope from how they were in the game in the GameCube version with the control stick and the C stick.
Oh, look! This guy! Look up in the sky!
It's a big bird. What the heck is that stupid freaking giant oversized Corviknight doing carrying that girl? I had to point out the fact that that bird looks quite similar, not exactly the same, but looks quite similar to the Pokemon Corviknight from Generation 8 Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, this is real life. There's no way she would survive that without a parachute.
Hey, this is so terrible! That girl's in the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Well, what are you going to do if you go into the forest and a big bird attacks you? You need something to fight it off with.
And repeat dialogue. Yep. Anyway. I'm gonna go to outside where we need to go, and that'll be it. You guys paid attention earlier, when you talk to the grandmother, she says, I suppose Orca's the only one that knows anything left on the island that knows anything about swordplay. So that said, that's exactly where we're gonna go in the next video, but I am making my way there before ending this one off. And of course, this is the same house where that guy teaches you about ZL targeting. It was L targeting in the original. And also, I don't know if the old man mentioned it or not because I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. I was paying more attention to reading the dialogue than actually absorbing in my mind what he was saying. But if you hit the ZL button, it automatically recenters the camera around Link, so that's something very nice and helpful to know as well about the game when you're playing it. But anyway, guys, been a lot of talk in this video, a lot of introductory stuff, and before I end off the video, I will say this. I love Wind Waker, but the one thing one thing I don't care for is how long it takes for the game to really get going. It takes a decent amount of time for you to really start getting into the nice, meaty, juicy, fun goodness of the game that is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. But anyway, guys, that said, even though I obviously want to do more, I can't because I'm wanting to keep these like no more than 45 to 50 minutes long at the absolute longest when I can. There will be instances where I have videos over 50 minutes long. I can almost guarantee it, but whenever I can control the length of the videos, I'm going to do so and try to keep it to the best of my ability, keep them 45 to 50 minutes long at most. So anyway, that having been said, that's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and are looking forward to this Let's Play, especially you, DriveBones271, and I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD Hero Mode Free Heart Run. Bye, everybody.